Do you want to give super powerful online presentations? If you said yes, this video is for you. So I remember, as a trainer, I started presenting from my first session itself because this is a core skill that is expected that any trainer has. And when I started my career as a freelancer, I was doing fine. I was taking some corporate sessions, I was taking some student session, and it was okay. I went through Train the Trainer and I learned some more basic principles of it. And until then, I just decided that what else is there in the store? If I want to go and present on the international stages, is there any way that I can learn the skills? And that's when, I decided to learn, and there was a program I attended. It was a Blair singer. He is an amazing trainer who trains to trainers and qualifies them to become an international trainer. He has presented so well without using any PowerPoint presentation, and it was super effective. Okay, and from all that I've learned in those sessions, I'm going to share with you 7 tips that you can use in your online presentations. So let's get started. Number 1, energy is everything. Yes, when a lot of presenters, what they do is they completely lack energy when they speak. Okay, so if you want to speak in a very boring and monotonous tone, why would anybody even care to listen to you, right? So the best is, when you're starting off the presentation, start with high energy. Hello everyone, welcome to this program. I'm so excited to have you. Just setting this tone in your online session is going to completely change the game. Okay. Tip number 2. Most of the presenters do a biggest mistake of introducing themselves as soon as the presentation starts. Okay, hi, I'm this, I'm that. Oh God, let's talk about human psychology. People are not interested in you, people are interested in themselves. So the first thing that should come out of your mind should be related to them. How did I start this presentation? Do you want to learn about presentation skills? I asked you, right? I didn't say, hey, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm going to talk about this. No, because the only thing that your audience is looking for is what's in it for them. So hook them initially by asking what is it that they are looking for. Okay. The third tip is my favorite, and that's, I call it, create your pointers in advance. When we talk about presentation, or like right now I'm talking to you guys, it's very easy to think as a presenter what I should say, what I should not say. Shall I write my complete script? Is it right to say this? Is it wrong to say that? Well, relax. You don't have to take so much of pressure when you present yourself. Presenters are also another human being on the planet. So the best way to give any presentation that works really well for me is, I just focus on pointers that I'm going to cover. I never have any script. I don't have script. I don't use scripts, because I don't know how people do it, but using script is like extremely artificial, and it's like a made up. You don't show your real self. You don't show the person you are, right? And if you're sharing something that it's in the benefit of audience, I don't think so you even need a script. Okay, so have that pointer ready, what you're going to talk about, and underneath maybe you're going to talk about a story, or maybe how you're going to cover the concept. Obviously that's the preparation that you have to do, but just focus on the pointers and do not focus on word to word. You have to mug up. That will allow you to be more natural, and audience will be able to connect with you in a much better way. The 4th tip I want to share with you is something that's going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to give a lot of breathing space to the audience, and that is called setting expectations in the beginning. When audience is sitting, they have some burning questions in their mind, like how long this presentation is going to stay, what's in it for me, and how can I ask question and answers if I have. So the best is set the expectations in the beginning. Like when I take any of the webinar, I clearly mention that, see, this webinar is of 2 hours, and I will be taking questions only at the end, because there's a particular flow that I'm going to follow. And what else? And I always tell them that if there's anything important, feel free to write. Okay, so these are the 3 expectations that I set at the beginning, so that in between people don't ask me questions, or something else doesn't comes up. Give a impactful introduction. Okay, now introduction is so important, because if your audience is listening to you, they should have a strong reason to listen to you. Okay, so introduction means you're creating your credibility. And when earlier I used to take presentations, I used to talk about, hey, I'm Neha Fatehchandani, I've done training here, I've training done, I have been, going in this company. Well, all this is okay, but then if you will see our human brain, we have a logical side and we have an emotional side. So the best way to give introduction is to cover both the angles of your brain. When you talk about the logical side of it, you can talk about your credentials, you can talk about your achievements, you can talk about your command in that subject that you're talking about, okay? But people are the creatures of emotions, right? Share the real story, share your emotional story. Like in my webinars, I always share the lowest point of my life, which was 2015. I was completely broke. I mean, that year of my life, I call it broken hearts and empty pocket teach you a lot. And I was completely lost and clueless what next I have to do with my life. And then finally I figured out my passion for training. I got into that. I learned this, I learned that, boom, 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 boom. And boom, here is the result that I've got. Okay. So when you share this kind of journey with the audience, people buy you and it makes them want to listen to you more. Okay. The sixth point is, there's a lot of times people ask me, Neha, what I should say, what I should not say. Should I have this kind of hand gesture? Should I have that kind of hand gesture? Should I walk? Should I not walk? So many things, okay? Well, let me tell you a secret, okay? And the secret is, you don't have to be perfect, okay? You have to be real. Yes. There are, lot of times where I'm giving presentation, I almost forget about what I was talking. Yeah, it happens. So I'm like to the audience and I'm saying, what was it that I was talking about? And audience is like, yeah, you were talking about this. I said, yeah, okay, cool. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. So you don't have to be perfect because we are humans. We are not perfect, right? So, but you have to be real you. And the best way to be real you is, like, for me, what I do is I share a lot of stories, okay? Stories that are real, stories that can give an amazing message to the audience, stories that are of transformation, like before and after. Because people don't remember what you are going to say in the presentations, but people are going to remember this story. Tip number 7. Well, this tip has come to me after I have seen so many boring presentations. And I have really felt that I can die by listening to them. Okay, that is called death by presentation. Okay, see, a lot of people, what they do is, when they are presenting, they feel it's some kind of, such a big task on the earth they are doing. They don't enjoy, they don't have fun. Okay, so the best presentations, the best presentators are the one who enjoy it and who have a lot of fun. And the only way you can have a lot of fun is when you think that you are conversing with your audience rather than thinking, oh, I'm a presenter and I'm here to present something great. No, you are just like them, you're part of them, and just enjoy, have a lot of fun with them. I remember I was attending one of the sessions of amazing trainer Robert, and he cracked some joke, okay, and frankly we didn't got his joke. What he was saying, we didn't got. And all of a sudden, immediately he looked at the audience and he said, I know my jokes can be really bad. I'm really bad at jokes, but I'll be really happy if you can laugh on my jokes. Okay. And he was so much into fun. He was enjoying the process. He was dancing. He was moving around, and just looking at that energy, we were like, yes, this is it. Okay. So have a lot of fun. Don't be a boring and serious and typical presenter. I've seen one of the conference. It was a small conference of 20 people, and the director started speaking. And the moment he started speaking, I was like, oh God, I'm sleeping now. Yeah, obviously. So have fun, enjoy, and you know what? As per the learning principle, accelerated learning principles, if your audience is enjoying with you, they are able to learn faster. If you would like to learn more from me on the communication, you can check out your free video on communication formula. Help thousands of business owners become amazing communicators. So I hope, guys, these 7 tips have been helpful for you. If yes, do like it, do subscribe to this channel and stay tuned.